Hello, I'm Andy Stone, Athens City Engineer and Director of Public Works.
And I'm Captain Tom Pyle from the Athens City Police Department.
Today we would like to speak with you about the 2010 Richland Avenue Improvements Project, the largest public works project the City of Athens has undertaken in a decade. The project will involve the reconstruction of the Richland Avenue 682 intersection into a modern roundabout and the redecking of the Richland Avenue Bridge over the Hocking River.
We will discuss why the plan is happening. We'll discuss features of the plan. We'll discuss maintenance of traffic during construction. We'll discuss rules of the road for a modern roundabout. And we'll discuss how traffic will be handled during major events.
The Richland 682 intersection has never been an ideal situation, with a high-speed rural highway intersecting a 25-mile-per-hour city street at an odd angle. But the problem became more pronounced with the increase in size of the city and OU population in the 1990s. The serious consideration of this problem by the city started in 2000 by City Council, when they ordained the city will initiate planning for implementation of recommended improvements to the Richland Avenue State Route 682 intersection, including traffic signaling, pedestrian and bicycle traffic, and potential roadway improvements.
The Ohio Department of Transportation got involved shortly thereafter. In 2003, this intersection was identified 78th on Ohio's high crash list. As a result, ODOT funded an intersection safety study, which was then updated in 2005, identifying the need for safety improvements. This study and the ranking earned the city a federal safety grant to improve this intersection.
During preliminary engineering, our study indicated the intersection sustained 73 crashes from 2004 to 2007, for a rate of 2.36 per million vehicles entering the intersection. A safe intersection has a rate of less than 1. Many of these were severe injury accidents and sadly one fatality.
Additionally, the Richland Bridge over the Hocking River has deteriorated over the years, and recent bridge inspections have indicated the bridge is structurally deficient, mainly due to the condition of the deck. The city applied for and received a municipal bridge grant to make repairs.
We also know there are a large number of pedestrians and cyclists who travel through this intersection. So with extensive public involvement, we developed a project that addresses three main problems: unsafe intersection operation, a badly deteriorated bridge, and extensive north-south pedestrian and bike traffic.
The following simulation will show some of the features of the 2010 Richland Avenue Improvements Project. Note that traffic is traveling at 2 times actual speed for simulation purposes. The new project centerpiece is a multi-lane roundabout intersection. The two primary reasons for selecting a roundabout over a traditional intersection were the added safety benefits that roundabouts provide by eliminating high-speed side impact collisions and the additional traffic they can move compared to a signal. This eliminated the need to widen the bridge, which would have been very expensive. The Richland Bridge over the Hocking is naturally a gateway structure to the city, and we wanted the design to reflect this. The bridge will feature 4 lanes of vehicular traffic, with 2 northbound and 2 southbound. There will be a 12-foot wide shared-use path on the western side of the bridge for use by pedestrians and cyclists. Separated from vehicles by a crash-tested barrier, this path will connect easily with the Richland Avenue sidewalk system as well as the Hocking-Adena Bikeway. The bridge lighting will be a combination of low decorative lights and high area lights, specially designed to focus all their light downward in order to light the roadway but keep the skies dark overhead. The railings and parapets will serve their purpose as barriers and also be aesthetically pleasing. A modern roundabout intersection will be the central feature of the project. Characteristics of roundabout intersections include traffic from all approaches that circulate at a low speed, angular approaches where entering traffic yields to circulating traffic, and clearly marked and signed lanes so motorists enter and exit in the same lane and do not change lanes in the intersection. Modern roundabouts are not the old-style circular intersections some U.S. motorists are familiar with in the Northeast or Washington, D.C. Modern roundabouts are frequently being added around the U.S. Many people are afraid of this coming change, but they shouldn't be. Multiple Federal Highway Administration studies have yielded huge safety improvements, with roundabouts averaging a 39% decrease in crashes, a 76% decrease in injury crashes, and a 90% reduction in crashes involving fatal or incapacitating injuries. During the project development process, many citizens and stakeholders indicated concern about walking or biking across State Route 682 and the Hocking River, fearing the high-speed 682 traffic and errant motorists on the bridge. In response to these concerns, we designed a tunnel on the western approach to the intersection that goes underneath State Route 682. This tunnel will be well lit at night, will be ADA accessible, and will provide a very attractive connection between the shared use path on the bridge, Athens Southside Park, the ridges, and the north-south sidewalk network along Richland Avenue. Also, there will be an at-grade pedestrian crossing point above the tunnel, so pedestrians have the option to not use the tunnel. The Richland 682 intersection is a true gateway to our city. With over 28,000 vehicles per day on average, this is nearly 80% of motorists entering and leaving our city. In an effort to make the gateway as pleasing as possible, the Athens Municipal Arts Commission has selected noted local artists Jeff DeLaval and David Callahan to create artwork in the center and sides of the intersection. This simulation doesn't do justice to the beautiful pieces they will install. During Phase 1, which will begin around March 1st, the western leg of the intersection will be closed completely. The other 3 legs will be narrowed down to 1 lane into and 1 lane out of the intersection in each direction. There will be a temporary signal controlling traffic during this phase. The phase will last until after Ohio University's spring commencement. Pedestrian movements will be allowed in all directions. Phase 2 is the most restrictive phase, which will begin after graduation and will continue for approximately a month. The entire intersection and 1/2 of the bridge will be closed except for 1 lane in and out from the east and north. This will be a continuous movement without a signal governing flow. Pedestrian and bicycle traffic will still be allowed to travel north and south through the intersection. During Phase 3, the roundabout will be open and functional, with the northern leg being restricted to 1 lane in and 1 lane out. This will allow for construction of the other half of the bridge. The construction contract will include a large incentive for this phase to be complete prior to September 3rd in time for Ohio University move-in. Phase 4 will continue through fall and early winter of 2010 and will include landscaping, final pavement, and final markings. This phase will be completed with only small, short-term road closures.
Now let's talk for a few moments about rules of the road for a modern roundabout.
As you approach a modern roundabout, remember these basic principles. The yield principle. Yielding to all traffic circulating within the roundabout before entering is the single most important rule. Lane choice. Drivers must make the appropriate lane choices based on their destination before driving through the roundabout. After you enter the roundabout, never overtake other vehicles or change lanes. Slow down. Modern roundabouts are designed for speeds of 20 miles an hour or less. Drivers should be aware of the posted speed limit signs and slow down to safely enter the intersection. Large trucks and trailers. Given special consideration to large trucks and trailers, never pass or drive adjacent to a truck within a roundabout. Driving behind large trucks is preferred. Emergency vehicles. Do not impede emergency vehicles. Pull over to the right if you are not in the roundabout, or move through and exit the roundabout to ensure emergency personnel get to their intended destination without undue delays. Pedestrians. Utilize the modern roundabout's refuge island. This allows pedestrians to cross both directions of traffic safely. Bicyclists. Bicyclists should use the pedestrian crosswalk. Only experienced bicyclists should ride through the roundabout. Many citizens and stakeholders have expressed concern about how the roundabout intersection will handle special event traffic. Traditionally, at the Richland 682 intersection, a police officer will manually operate the traffic signal during such events as a high university graduation, move-in, or football games. As there is no signal in a modern roundabout intersection, heavy traffic traveling in one direction entering the roundabout earlier may back up traffic on another leg. This simulation shows the density traffic associated with an OU football game if all the fans were to arrive within 45 minutes before the game. Note the way traffic backs up the 682 ramp as it is yielding to traffic approaching from the southern leg on Richland Avenue. However, a single officer can easily control this situation by stopping traffic on the southern leg. This will allow traffic on the eastern leg to clear out. The officer can do this anywhere that is needed to allow downstream queue to clear out.
Thank you for all the extensive citizen input during the project development process and your continued support during the construction of the 2010 Richland Avenue Improvements Project.
We really appreciate your patience during construction, and we all look forward to a safer, better Athens.